Purdue University, a busy, high-paced environment for both students and professors. Purdue is one of the leading universities in the world today. Purdue prepares its students with maximum efficiency for the real-world job market and is also a leading university for research. But Purdue is falling behind in one of the very areas that distinguishes major universities from smaller colleges. Purdue is falling behind in their technological resources. Students rely on technology to survive in the hectic environment of a college lifestyle. Undergraduates need to make the most of their time in order to overcome the intense workload that they are given. Unfortunately, Purdue's technological resources do not meet the fast-paced needs of the students. Technology at Purdue is out of date, and it has the possibility of hindering the educational process of its students.
I think Purdue is very innovative when it comes to technology, but I do think that they are lacking in some areas. Working in the ITAP labs at Purdue is really frustrating because they're so slow, and whenever I try to connect my laptop, there's always a problem, and it just takes up so much time.
I think that for Purdue being a major university that they're lacking in their technology and that they could really improve. I really like the Mac computers in some of the labs, but every time I go to use them, they're always all full, and there's none available.
As you can see, many of these Purdue students are upset with the ITAP system and the services they provide. But it is not just these undergrads that have to deal with the setbacks of Purdue's technology.
Just this semester, I was trying to show a video to my 106 class, and the sound was terrible. It was really low, so I would have to crank up the volume, and then suddenly the sound would come in and would be really loud, and then I'd have to turn the sound back down. It was a terrible experience. So I called the number that ITAP provides. It's right on the phone in the classroom. They said they would fix it over the weekend, yet next week, sure enough, sound still wasn't working. It was a terrible experience.
As you can see, even teachers are having trouble with the ITAP services. Now let's take a look at specific problems students have had with Purdue's technology.
One time I was in the Hicks Library and I was having trouble printing double-sided from the color printer, and not even the administrator in the lab could help me.
I've had several problems with ITAP, especially whenever I try to print things from my laptop and it goes straight to ITAP, it doesn't work. I've never had a time when it actually went through, so I always have to go to the labs to print anything.
An even more baffling showing of Purdue's technology came in the fall semester of 2005. Up until this semester, students who missed lectures had to check cassette tapes out from the library in order to catch up on course material. That's right, cassette tapes. Today, students can listen to recorded lectures through the use of podcasts. This system is a very useful idea, but perhaps it was introduced too late. Why were lectures recorded on cassette tapes when they could just as easily been stored electronically on a CD or flash drive? Even when Purdue introduced podcasts in 2005, this was only for a few select courses. Many students still had the luxury of using the cassette tapes. They were living in the past. Let's take a look at the actual technology Purdue's ITAP system offers its students. Here's a picture of an ITAP computer lab from 2004. The technology seems to be state-of-the-art for 2004. The problem is that students are still typing away on these 8-year-old computers. These computers are the epitome of slow technology. Students have to wait for one student to log off, and then wait even longer to log themselves onto the Purdue network. In fact, we experienced a 4-minute and 27-second delay to access an account on the ITAP computers. It is almost unbelievable how behind Purdue's technology has been in the recent years. Most Purdue students in attendance at the university today have only used the online registration service that is offered to them. But what most students do not know is that this technology is very new to the university. Until the fall semester of 2008, students had to register for classes by scheduling an office visit with their counselor. Unlike current Purdue students, a student cannot simply log on to their account and pick what classes they want to take. How could such a simple use of technology not be taken advantage of until the year of 2008? Many student and faculty members share ideas on how Purdue can improve its ITAP services.
Things I'd like to see are just faster turnaround if I call in a problem, and just fixing the simple things, like it shouldn't take 10 minutes to log on to a computer in one of these labs. That's really it.
I think that the ITAP system could be improved if they open a computer lab by the residence halls.
I think Purdue can improve their ITAP labs by increasing the speed of their network and making sure all the computers are up to date so that they go faster.
Purdue University is one of the most prestigious universities in the world. In order to sustain this eminence, Purdue must keep up with the ever-changing technology in the world today.